You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. And my feet have come too far for you to tie 'em to the ground. You can't stop me now.
Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another travel vlog here on the Pad the Nomad channel. You joined me for something a little bit different and a lot colder because, as you can see behind me, we've got a camper van for the next month to drive from north to south in this beautiful country that is New Zealand. And you are going to be coming with us on this journey. I am super excited about being here. I have got family here in the country. We'll get onto that later. So let's rewind then a couple of days. It's now the morning of day 3. Day 1 was pick up this beauty from Lucky Rentals or Happy Campers Rentals in Auckland. They also have an office in Christchurch. We'll leave a link in the description. When we arrived to our first campsite, the Ambury Park campground, we found out that it was an active working farm and we were able to feed the sheep. So that was super cute. When you rejoin me, we will be traveling southeast down to a place called the Karangahake Gorge to do a little bit of hiking. So let's go and see what we've been up to and I'll rejoin you in the beautiful gorge. Got our van for the month. It's so sweet. Any gold? No. Damn it. Into the tunnels we go. The sounds of nature, beautiful, just next to the river. We tried out the windows walk, was closed, tried to go the wrong way around the railway tunnel loop, closed because there's lots of rockfalls and slips here, but we finally found our way and are on our way to the 1 kilometre long railway tunnel. Well, 2 kilometres of walking through a railway tunnel later, we are finally headed back to the van and off into Peroa, which is a nearby town, for a stay in an RV park because it's the only place nearby with a powered campsite. Let's go! Welcome to a very windy corner of New Zealand in Matamata for something that's going to make a lot of you very jealous, the Hobbiton movie set. I am buzzing. Let's go enjoy the magic of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit.
smooth than the stone.
We're coming up the hill now towards Bag End. The big house on the hill under the big oak. Oh, it's like being a child again.
In the days for Lord of the Rings.
We've got the bench where Gandalf and Bilbo smoke their little pipes. No admittance, you know that one. The green door, there's even little bits of props inside. However, the actual inside scenes were filmed in Wellington, not here. Either way, magical. Down here there is construction on set. I'm here in the September of 23, but come December 2023, you will be able to go inside of a Hobbit hole. I've gone for the oat stout, which was a very good choice because turns out it's the only place in the world you can get the stout is here from that barrel, because it doesn't keep in bottles and it's made specifically for this movie set. The cider, the pale amber ale and the ginger beer can be bought in bottles in the shop, but this stout is one of a kind, and my god, it's good.
And I just wanted to thank you again for coming along.
Day 4 nearly done with, and just the most magical tour of the Hobbiton movie set out here just south of Hamilton, North Island of New Zealand. It was just amazing. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so big and have so much to see, and you even go in the Green Dragon for a complimentary drink, so you can't complain really. It was $89 per adult, so roughly £40. It's definitely an affordable little tourist excursion, and definitely worth seeing. Really was, as I said, magical. Day 4 almost over. We've got around an hour's drive now down to the Waitomo Caves area. Because this is self-contained, we're doing a bit of free camping tonight, which will be fun. And then tomorrow morning we'll be heading into the caves themselves to see the glowworms, beautiful blue glowing glowworms on the roof of a cave. From what I've read online, you can't take pictures and videos inside. Not sure why, but I'll still show you kind of what we get up to. See you tomorrow.
So I hope you all had a wonderful tour today. If you did enjoy our tour, remember my name is Tutu or Tutapio, and if you didn't enjoy the tour, my name is Chris, alright guys? Thank you all for coming and visiting the Waitomo Glow caves today guys, and I hope you really did enjoy the time that we spent together.
Wow, those caves were stunning. The glowworms were just, it was like a star map on the roof of the cave. I'm sorry I couldn't show you. The reason you can't take pictures and film inside is because this is an ancient Maori or Maori cave location where they bury some of their chiefs, and so obviously it's a very spiritual, religious ground, and it would be unfair to take pictures and videos. As for the road trip, we're heading back to the van right now, have a quick bit of lunch, and then we'll be driving the 2 hours down towards Rotorua, hopefully seeing some of the legendary Kiwi birds this afternoon before going to our campsite, the Rotorua Thermal Holiday Park, to go swimming in some heated pools. Let's go! nocturnal animals, so they have cameras to see if they're doing, or we're going into the dark room now to see if we can see them. Oh, we can't. Sorry.
So I've just got some dog roll and liver, so dog food. In the wild, they'll eat insect larvae, freshwater fish and crayfish if you can get it.
He's a mighty big, he's amazing. But the amount of people.
The plan had been to go to the National Kiwi hatchery down here in Rotorua to see the national symbol, emblem, the national bird of New Zealand, the Kiwi. But they close at 2 and we finished Waitomo Caves at 12 and it's a 2-hour drive, so didn't make sense. But thankfully Gemma had seen one in Otorohanga, which is only 15-20 minutes up the road from Waitomo. Now we are down at Rotorua in the thermal holiday park, and we're about to, having just had a lot of burritos, head to the hot pools, which are 30 meters from where we're camping, to make the most of the immense geothermal activity that is famous in New Zealand, but specifically here in the Rotorua area. Oh, that is beautiful. Hello, good morning, and welcome to day 6 of the travels. We are in Rotorua, which is classed as the, what did they say, the best town or best place to live in New Zealand, if you can deal with the egg smell of the sulphur. It's not very nice, but we were going to walk around the town this morning, but as you can see, it's greyed over and it's disgusting, so we took a walk around our new favourite supermarket, Countdown. Pretty cool. Now we're about to do a guided tour of the living Maori village, Wakarearea. It's probably said a lot better in local tongue, and I've probably butchered it, but we are going to see a living village of the Maori people to get to see how they use the geothermal activity to cook, etc., etc. And then maybe this afternoon, if the rain stops, we'll go for a hike. But for now, we'll see you in a bit.
There's around 45 people that reside inside the village. It doesn't just stop at the archway, folks. The 2 streets outside are part of the village. So though I don't live in here, I can still come back in all day, every day, and utilise the resources. This is always your home. Though you don't see 4 walls and a ceiling, for us it's about the feeling of the home. So this is home for us.
That is actually some of the best corn I've ever eaten. So sweet, so fresh.
Not one of those where first in, first served. And if you make it down here first, you get the big bucks for yourself. Kuro tio. Kuro is grandfather or old man. Tio is grumpy old man. The main purpose is our food. Treating tongue, treating eyes, it is an act of defiance. Ladies, we do not poke the tongue out, that is only the men. Now that is just for this tribe. You may go up north and you'll see something totally different, where the woman, when they do their haka, they do poke their tongue out.
As you might have seen then, obviously we went round the Wakarawarawa, oh I can't say it, living village this morning in Rotorua. Then we've driven 20 minutes down the road to the Waimangu volcanic valley. It is the world's youngest geothermal valley. Then we've got a hot drinks, layers and umbrella. That can tell you a little bit about what the weather's like. So yeah, we're on a self-guided hike. Maximum is about 4-kilometre walk down towards the lake where the eruption stemmed from. Obviously being the world's youngest, it was in the late 1800s. And it was part of what formed this volcanic valley behind me right now. Look at that. So in there, late 1800s, big explosion. Began the start of Rotorua Lake and Rotomahana Lake and all of the geothermal forms, etc. A lot of the ones that we see and have seen today. The colour of this lake, the Inferno Lake, can change depending on the turbulence and what's going on underneath. And it can also be used to monitor this lake. It's like an indicator of potential dangerous geothermal activity because it's linked to the entire hydrothermal system of this area, including what we saw this morning. Pretty awesome. We are so close to the lake out there, but we also only have 15 minutes until the last bus will be stranded. Let's go! When it's not so misty, this is a view of the Tarawera volcano, which rises on the other side of Lake Rotomahana. Unfortunately, though, it is quite so misty. But this is the lake we were trying to get to, and the bus stop is just 2 minutes up the road. Happy days! Just in time. This is what you can go on other days. Beautiful boat tour around the lake, although today you would not have seen much at all. You beauty. Oh. That concludes the Waimangu Volcanic Valley. We're heading off down to the largest lake in New Zealand, Lake Taupo. The centre of the volcano, the major eruption. So I'll do some research and get back to you, but for now, see you in a bit. You join us today then, day 7, the final day of this video, this section of the road trip, and we are on the banks of Lake Taupo, New Zealand's largest lake. The lake is said to be 30 kilometres by 40 kilometres wide, 160 metres deep at its lowest point, and sits in the crater of the Taupo volcano, which last erupted 1800 years ago and is said to be 800 years overdue, which is quite a cool fact and mildly scary, though there's no activity that's been recorded in any of those 800 years, so who knows what's going on. We're going to take at least a 10-kilometre hike today along the headland with views of the lake. We're heading down towards the bay now, so I'm going to shut up and let's go and enjoy the natural beauty of this absolutely monstrous body of water. that was a beautiful little spot for lunch, about 2.5 kilometers into the hike. Rejuvenated us, and now it is time to keep going. See how far we can get before we need to turn around. We reached the 7k point on the trail, around 7.5 from the camper. Seemed like a good point to turn around and head back the other way, seeing as the clouds have rolled in. Hopefully we don't get wet, and hopefully we get to sit for an hour with a nice hot drink and enjoy the last of the sun before we head inside for the night again. So we're gonna get walking, head back to that camper, and we'll see you there. That then brings us to the end of this first week here in New Zealand, the first week of this road trip. We're now in Napier, where I will be staying with some family members and where we will begin week 2 of the travels, but that'll all be in the next video. So for now, I hope you enjoyed this vid. Leave a like, subscribe and help me out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.